Hello, hello, hello. I'm back again. Your main man, the real Bill Real. I'm going to sum up the George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin shooting in a few minutes. Right now, I know you're looking at a picture that's very hard on your eyes, but it's necessary to show you the true villain in this case. The picture that you are looking at is that of Rachel Gintel, also known as Dee Dee, and also known as, I believe, Diamond Deluxe, I believe, something of that nature. Anyway, this is what happened. By her own admission, she's a racist. And she was on the phone with Trayvon Martin as he was coming back from the store. Trayvon probably noticed that George Zimmerman had taken notice of him as he circled George Zimmerman's car, taunting him, putting his hand in his waistband, attempting to make George Zimmerman think that he was up to no good. Meanwhile, he realizes that he probably has some weed in his pocket, probably has some cough syrup or something, has some blunts. He needs to go and ditch that, which is why he ran away, because he had just got out of jail for beating up a bus driver, which is why he was in Sanford, because his mother couldn't do anything with him, and she decided to ship him off to his dad to see if he could do something with him. So when he runs away, he goes, ditches everything that he needs to ditch by her own admission, because she says that he was not going to run anymore because he was already by his father's place. And she says, it's really tough to go by what she says, but according to what she says that he was almost there and he was going to walk fast. Now, in the direction that he was running, this is in the opposite direction of where George Zimmerman was. The cut through. So if he had done what he was supposed to do, he would have just simply ran away and went to the apartment. When the police showed up, they wouldn't have found anybody because he would have been in the apartment. But listening to this adult, the adult that you see, she told him, "Oh, Trayvon, you scared? You going out like a punk?" And this caused him to do something very foolish. He decided that he was going to go back. And when he went back, he decided that he was going to hide out and wait and see if he could find out where George Zimmerman was. He was in the dark. George Zimmerman couldn't really see anything. He comes out of the dark with his can of watermelon juice, not Arizona tea. And he says to him, "Hey, we got a problem?" George Zimmerman is afraid of him. George Zimmerman goes reaching for his cell phone to call 911 because he's afraid. Because mind you, there is no fight if George Zimmerman draws his gun and says, "Hey, back up. The cops are on the way." Trayvon has no opportunity to punch him or to inflict any damage on him unless it was the sneak attack, which is what I told you guys last year. He's hurling the can of Arizona watermelon juice. He strikes George Zimmerman in the nose. He begins to attack George Zimmerman, telling him that he's going to die tonight with, yes, wicked Rachel Gentile listening to the entire altercation. She tells this in her testimony. Although she attempts to cover this up with her combativeness and her defensiveness and her disrespect and ghetto ways, she's only 19 years old. And most people that are watching this trial have children old enough, older than her, as myself. And it's very clear to see that she was on the phone when Trayvon Martin was shot. Which is why she did not contact the police. She did not contact his mother. She did not contact anyone to let them know, hey, I am a witness. I heard what was going on. That's also the reason why she had someone to write a letter for her to give to his mother. Why would you write a letter to give to his mother? You're feeling guilty. Why would you have somebody to write a letter and you can't write? You can't read. Why would you tell someone that you are 16 years old when you are 19? Why would you tell someone that you are in the hospital but you really aren't in the hospital? It's because her conscience is eating her up. The tweet at the end that you will see is proof. Her Freudian slip. She is the cause of the funeral. She got Trayvon Martin killed. She's committed perjury. Don West and Mark O'Mara should put the screws to her and put her in prison where she belongs.